Thank you. And now we are going to do companion groups, and we're going to focus on conviction. So, I'd like us to get into groups of two, three, or four. So, tips to facilitators. Sometimes I just tell them to get into groups of three. Sometimes I tell them if it could be an ongoing group, anybody that wants to be in a pair, go over here. Anybody that wants to be in a group of three or four, go over here and form groups. Um, Sometimes I tell them if you are already in a companion group of two, three, or four people and you would like to do that together, please stand up and go stand together so we know. So there's lots of different ways to do this, but thank you. And now we are going to do companion groups on conviction. So I want you to all get into groups of three and sit somewhere comfortably where you can have some space between people. All right. So, what we're going to do is we are going to be good companions. We are going to give each person an equal amount of time. And while that person has time, the others are just going to give them really good attention. We're going to be good companions. We're going to stay relaxed and non anxious in our core self. Remember, look at your core self. And remember that the other person is good and capable, and just remember their core self. Everybody should have your journals with you. The focus person is going to take your time, and you could just sit silently for the whole time and just reflect inwardly. The other companions do not need to know what you are thinking or what's going on. This is not a time for you to explain yourself to them. It is not a time for you to take care of them. It's your time to do your work in the presence of other people. So you have to be clear. Do I just need to sit silently and listen inwardly? Do I need to discharge emotion and stretch and yawn or cry or whatever it is, right? Can we let the tension and the stress and distress and emotion out of the body? The companion pairs are perfect time to do that. Um, can we speak? And we can speak, but speak in a way that you're trying to figure things out for yourself, not in a way um, that you're trying to explain yourself to them. Um, and then I'll tell you when it's time to switch, and you can switch, and we'll go around and give each person time. For this session, I'm going to give you a topic. And the topic is, how do I experience transforming power when I fall short, when I'm inadequate, when I fail, when I'm the perpetrator? So we had convincement. I'm convinced of transforming power. I've experienced it. But how do I experience it all the time, even in the difficult times? Or the times I feel like I'm walking in the wilderness and isolated and alone. And how do I feel transforming power then? All right. So just take your time to reflect on that. Let go of emotions. Speak to your companions. Whatever you'd like to do. Are we clear? Are we ready? Okay. In the group, the first person begins, and I'll give you about 4 minutes, and I'll tell you when to switch. Okay, you've got about a minute left, so whatever you want to say, this is a good time to say it. Okay, if you can wrap up now. So, and everybody stretch a moment, look up above you, look out at the horizon, look for colors in the room, look at an object. That was then, this is now, here we are, okay? Look at your partners, look at your companions, and make sure everybody's back. All right? and rotate to second person. Repeat for the second person, repeat for the third person. Okay, everyone, stretch. And come back to the big group. And why don't you get your journals out and take 3 or 4 minutes with your journals. I'll let you know when the time's up. Notes for you. What implications for you and changes in your life. Okay, get into a group of 2 or 3, depending on the time, and just share what that felt like to do that and what you learned from it. What was something you learned? Okay, and come back to the whole group. So, what are the implications for us together, both of the content of conviction, but also of the process of having companion groups? So we, as a practice community, are starting companion groups. The body retains memory for about 3 weeks. So if you want movement forward and transformation in your life, meeting every week or 2 or 3 is good. If you meet every month or 6 weeks or every other month, it's more maintenance. You won't see so much movement forward from the companion group time. But companions are everyone in the group is committed to transforming their personal and public lives and be rooting ourselves in our lives in transforming power. And so having that time to come, to share, to heal, to speak, to write, to get feedback. We didn't do feedback on this one, but later we will show you how to give and receive feedback in a companion group. Okay, thank you very much.